Greater than people always think the beginning of a love story is the safest part. It isn't. It's the most dangerous because you don't see the ending yet, so you believe everything is real. And that's exactly how I lost myself. I met her when my life finally started making sense. Job stable, friends around, routine that didn't feel like a prison anymore. And then she walked in, Anna, the kind of woman who doesn't ask for attention, but takes it anyway. We didn't fall in love. We collided into it. Fast, effortless. I thought I had won something rare, a perfect relationship. No drama, no doubts, no cracks, just peace. That was my first mistake. For 2 years, everything looked untouched. We laughed at the same things, finished each other's sentences, fought only about small things that didn't matter. People called us perfect. I started believing it too, but perfection, it survives secrecy, and I didn't know that yet. The first shift was small, almost invisible. Her phone always faced down now. Her smile came a second too late after messages. She started sleeping lighter, like her mind was somewhere else. I told myself it was stress, work, life, anything but truth, because truth is expensive, and I wasn't ready to pay. Then came the message. I saw it by accident, or maybe fate. I don't know anymore. Her phone lit up on the table while she was in the shower. One line, just 6 words. Are you still careful with him? But then I didn't move. I didn't breathe properly. I just stared at it like it didn't belong to my world. And maybe it didn't, because in my world, we were happy. When she came back, I said nothing. That's important. I said nothing because men like me don't explode immediately. We investigate, we observe, we break slowly. Over the next week, I became someone else. I started noticing timing, patterns, absences. She began leaving the house twice a week at exactly the same hour. Gym, she said. But she never came back sweaty, never tired, never changed. Just emotionally reset, like she had lived another life I wasn't part of. So I followed her, not dramatically, not like in movies, quiet, careful, controlled. And that's when I saw him. Black car, older man, mid-40s maybe, always parked in the same place. She would get in, sit for a while, and then they would drive off. No urgency, no fear. Like this was routine. Like I wasn't even part of the equation. My first instinct was simple, fair, classic, painful but understandable. I prepared myself for that truth. Because betrayal hurts less when it fits a known shape. But this shape didn't fit anything. Because she didn't look like a woman hiding an affair. She looked like a woman following instructions. The second twist came 2 days later. I broke into her laptop. Not proud of it. Not ashamed either. I needed clarity. What I found wasn't love messages. It was documents, contracts, my name, my habits, my schedule, my medical visits, everything mapped, tracked, organized, like I was not a partner but a subject. And then I saw something that froze my blood. A second contact saved under a single word. Husband, not mine, hers. But I had never met him, never seen him, never heard him, because in all this time, I was not the first man in her life. I was the second layer of it, the safe version, the one who thinks he is the center, but isn't. I confronted her that night. I didn't shout, I didn't accuse. I just placed the phone on the table and waited. She looked at it, then at me, and for the first time, she didn't pretend. No, she said quietly, you weren't supposed to see that yet. That sentence broke something in me, not because of guilt, but because of structure yet, meaning there was a timeline, a system, a plan. I wasn't discovering betrayal. I was entering a process already in motion. The third twist came from him, the man in the black car. He contacted me, not directly, through a message. One line. You're reacting earlier than expected. I still remember sitting there, staring at it, because it meant something impossible. He wasn't hiding from me. He was monitoring me, waiting for me to behave correctly, like I was part of an experiment. Everything collapsed after that. I dug deeper and found the truth I wasn't prepared for. Anna had been married before me, still legally to him. But that wasn't the worst part. The worst part was why I was chosen. I wasn't a partner. I was a replacement personality trial, a behavioral reset, someone she was placed with to observe emotional dependency patterns, to see if she could detach from one life by building another. And I was the control environment, a living test. About fourth twist. She didn't chase me. She didn't panic. She didn't even call. Because she already knew I would leave. That was the point. She wasn't losing me. She was observing whether I would break the pattern. But the final truth came from him again. One last message, and this is where everything changed. You were not the husband replacement. You were the proof. If you left, she is ready. If you stayed, she was never free. And then the last line. Either way, we got what we needed. That's when I understood. There was never betrayal. There was evaluation. I wasn't cheated on. I was tested. My love, my reactions, my boundaries, my exit. But everything measured. Everything recorded. And the final twist? I wasn't the first subject. There were others before me, and there will be others after, because love in their world isn't connection, it's data. So when people ask me what happened to the perfect couple, I don't answer, because perfect was never the lie. The experiment was. And I was never the victim. I was just the moment it became real.